it's an interesting time, not only just for education, but for everyone, because everything's being disrupted. And I do think education is primed to be disrupted. The model that we're using is the Edwardian model. It's an ancient way. It's a social.
How do you think the advancement of technology is affecting teaching?
I think it's very interesting.
And sorry, just to add on to that, obviously there are now, I've seen online that there are online teachers now, where you can basically teach your kid from home with these online sessions.
Yeah, so you're talking about what is called MOOCs, which are massive online open courses. I think that's what a MOOC stands for. It's an interesting time, not only just for education, but for everyone, because everything's being disrupted. And I do think education is primed to be disrupted. The model that we're using is the Edwardian model. It's an ancient way, and I think.
And do you feel like the kids are not really in touch with education anymore then, because it's so Edwardian? Yeah, they have to move into the technological age now.
We are. So, for example, if we look at the time when the modern education system was developed, we're looking at, the Industrial Revolution. That's in this country, and that's where the modern education system was born. The Children's Act of 18. I know someone in the comments going, no, it's actually 1890. So I'm not going to say that, but we're talking, a couple of hundred years ago. And again, if we look at why education was formed, yes, it was to educate people, but also to prepare them for the world of work, because we're becoming more industrialized. Now we're moving into an age where, I say this, and this is another controversial statement, kids don't actually need teachers the way that we think they need them. Let me qualify that statement. When I was growing up, if I wanted to find out something, I had to go to a place called the library. Some of you guys might not know what a library is, but there used to be lots of libraries. I'll go to the reference section, photocopy the pages that I want and take it home. That would take me a day. I had to plan that for a day. Your parents would drag you, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Now, if I want to know something, it will take me 10 seconds to find out. I'll take my phone out, I'll Google it, and I can find it out. So the mode where we're teaching kids, where it's like we're just teaching them facts, I think is becoming obsolete, because they can find the facts for themselves. We should be turning more from teachers into coaches. We're saying, all right, fine, okay, you can find that information, but how do you know that information is good information? How do you know it's qualified? So they'll go, yes, I went on Wikipedia, innit? But I go, does that mean it's trustworthy information? We've got to help our kids know what good information is and how to teach themselves, if that makes any sense. So I think we're primed. So rather than fighting against it, because when I talk to every teacher, the biggest battle is phones. And again, that's instituted by the school. So you've got to follow
one country don't allow schools phones don't allow students to bring their phones into schools. I think it was France. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
It could be. But my opinion on it is why fight it? If that makes sense. If it was up to me and I was education secretary or I was the governors, whoever decided the policy, you've kind of got to think outside the box. It's kind of like Adam's fruit, or it's kind of like Eve's fruit, Eve's apple. The more you tell them not to do it, they want to do it. So if you say put your phone away, they'll do it. So why don't we say, all right, fine, you've got your phone out, okay, all right, come on, I want you to Google right now. Google what the capital of France is. Look up some information. Take a picture, screenshot it. Let's throw it. Let's screencast it on the board. So what you've done is you've taken something which is a contentious issue and you've now empowered it. Exactly. You made it a resource. Obviously, you're going to get some kids that mess around, but rather than resisting, because I used to do martial arts, and the thing I always think of is that I used to do Wing Chun, big up Bruce Lee, learned that. And one thing it always taught me is that the stronger somebody tries to hit you, you move out of the way, you redirect their power. You don't hit power with power. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes a lot of these battles in schools is you're hitting power with power. They've got their phone, their phones are grand. I see some kids with brand new iPhone X Gold or whatnot.
11-year-olds as well.
Exactly.
They're like, sir, can you keep it safe?
Exactly. On eBay. So I want you to think of this from this perspective. It's a very valuable. Our phones are very valuable. They've got a grand phone. All of a sudden, you're trying to take that phone away from them. That phone is their life. Literally, our phones are our lives now. You understand? It's got everything on there, bank details. So think of it on a human level, not a teacher-student level. That phone represents their life, their status. You're snatching it off them in front of their classroom. And then you wonder why they go mad and they start flipping tables and throwing chairs. So you've got to try where you can. Obviously, I'm not saying disobey the school's rules or whatever you got at home, but you've got to try and you've got to try and turn it on its head. That's what I believe. So technology, to go back to your question, I think we're moving more towards online. You see masterclass, everybody's seeing it now, all these famous people. What I read about was eventually in America, Silicon Valley, they're trying to get like the best in the field. So if you've got someone like Stephen Hawking, I know he's passed away, but the very best, he'll give a lecture. It'll be, every student will be on it, and then they'll have teachers. So they'll have teachers there to discuss what they've learned, and I think that's an innovative model because again, it kind of eliminates the classroom. So what they're saying is they can have those lectures like 2 days of the week, 3 days a bit at home, or they'll go to a collective hub where they'll study with their students and whatnot. So I'm not in America. I haven't seen it. I've just heard about it.
That's interesting.
Elon Musk is he's taking his kids out of school.
And he says
he's teaching them the way that. No, but he says he says what you say. Yeah. In terms of the education system is flawed. And I think he said he wants
too prescriptive.
He wants to get up to like 20 students, and he's teaching them things that. I could be wrong, but it's what they want to teach. It's what they want to learn, or what they're interested in.
He said something about, for example, rather than giving kids the screwdriver to open up an engine, he just gives them the engine, and then he's like, okay, open it up.
That's it.
And then they find different ways, different tools.
In Norway or Finland, this is not even trauma. But in Norway or Finland, they're already kind of doing that. So forgive me because I'm so scared of the comments because I'm going to get someone. There's always that fact checker that just says,
don't worry.
But what they do in a couple of these Scandinavian countries is that they'll take you from year 7 to year 9, normal, and then they just scrap the thing. They say, all right, we're going to grade you. So, for example, you give us a project, like a business you want to run, and you tell us the things you want to do. You work with your classmates, and you get graded on that. And they're not only grading you on what you do with your business, but your people skills, whatnot. Yeah. And I love the argument is that this is closer to the real world than what they've, learning about Henry VIII and his 8 wives. That's I've never been to no job interview. They say, okay, Carl, I love you, but we love you, but you've got to tell me about not Mary Magdalene. You've got to tell me about Catherine Aragon.
Yeah.
What do you know about? You know what I mean? That's never ever come.
Was she a pifty? Why did my man chop her head off?
So we've got to kind of move. So if I was the education secretary or the prime minister, I think we've really got to be.
We've got to embrace the change, though.
And